The day I discovered this money-spinning side hustle started out like any other. I was doom scrolling on Instagram when I noticed this account. Trust me when I say that my flabber was gasted. It had hundreds of thousands of followers, a buttload of likes, and for what? AI-generated art. Plain and simple. I'm talking the kind of stuff that even a 5th grader could nail with the right prompts. Speaking of which, I investigated a little, and it turns out that it isn't the only account of its type. There's dozens of these accounts, each with thousands in likes and followers. And get this, they're all stacking some serious loot with custom art generation requests from people. I noticed that some of these profiles have links to websites selling custom wallpapers and other merchandise as well, so naturally, I decided to try this venture out for myself. And guess what? I'm also taking you along for the journey. Let's do this step by step, shall we? Now, first up, you need to brainstorm. This goes without saying, but if you don't have some solid ideas going into this, your posts aren't going to take off. For real scroll-stopping posts, I recommend 2 things. Numero uno, you've got to study other accounts in this niche, especially their top-performing posts. Are they anime-inspired? Do they feature steampunk landscapes? Why do people keep engaging with their stuff? Take inspiration from what makes them pop off, but don't blatantly copy. Remember, creativity is where virality is really at. But if you're having a hard time coming up with ideas, don't beat yourself up over it. Here's another idea. You can always use ChatGPT for a spark of inspiration. For instance, you could ask it to give you 5 interesting ideas for digital art that would go viral on Instagram. Just experiment with the prompts a bit because ChatGPT's recommendations can be a hit or miss. This is pretty much it for step 1. For step 2, you'll have to generate the images. And what better tool to use than the OG of free AI image generation tools? I'm talking about none other than Leonardo AI. No, this isn't sponsored. I'm just impressed with how easy it is to use. You're free to use whatever works best for you, but just keep in mind that my instructions won't exactly apply unless the tools have the same interface. With that being said, upon logging into Leonardo AI, you'll get 150 credits, which, if you're careful with the prompts, can generate anywhere between 5 to 10 images. Here's how you can make the most of your prompt. Go to one of the popular accounts you found while you were brainstorming. Now, screenshot something that caught your eye and upload it. After this, I want you to select it and use the Describe with AI option to write your prompt. Do not click Generate just yet. There's a chance that you might get the same image as the original. So here's what you have to do now. Take Leonardo AI's prompt and paste it into ChatGPT. Once that's done, ask it to make some interesting additions to the prompt. Now go back to Leonardo AI, paste the edited prompt, change your aspect ratio to 9:16 for Instagram Reels, choose a style preset like Cinematic Kino or Lifelike Vision, and let the tool work its magic. Wait for a few minutes, and there you have it, your masterpiece. But if your first image isn't up to your standards, you can always tweak the prompt for improved results or keep regenerating it. You gotta remember that this is all just as much, if not more, trial and error as any other side hustle. Just keep at it. The TED Talk aside, for our next step, let's get animating. Now, we obviously want to do this for free as well, which is why we're going to use Runway ML. This application seriously does all the heavy lifting in bringing still images to life. And it's as simple as uploading your image, describing it in as much detail as possible, and adjusting the settings for extra flair. Yeah, believe me, that's all it takes to turn your image into a dynamic video. At this point, I know what you're thinking. What do I do about the watermark? Well, there are a lot of easy ways of getting rid of it. For example, there are 100 seconds of watermark removers available on Google. I highly recommend media.io, but you can use whichever remover you like. The only trouble with using these watermark removers is that they compress the video quality. But fret not, because there's a way around this as well. You can simply upload the video to CapCut's Image Upscaler to double the video quality for free. Yes, you heard that right. And yeah, this is pretty much it as far as generating AI art reels goes. But since I'm a nice person, I'm also going to give you a pro tip on how you can optimize these videos for maximum engagement. Since Instagram's algorithm is a big sucker for videos that retain audiences, the trick is to simply loop your video to make it 15 seconds instead of 5. If you're confused, this is where CapCut comes in again. All you need to do is upload your video to CapCut, move it to the timeline, press Ctrl+C to copy, and then Ctrl+V to paste until you get the length you desire. See, it's not rocket science. In fact, when you're in CapCut, try and play around with the overlays and filters to add a little pizzazz to your video. Keep in mind that these tiny details go a long way when it comes to building and retaining a solid fan base, so don't be lazy with them. If you've followed the steps so far, including the CapCut adjustments, congratulations, your work's done. Now it's time for the algorithm to do its thing so you can sit back and relax. Even if your account isn't an immediate hit, what's really mind-blowing is that this process didn't cost you any money whatsoever. What's even more interesting is that this is the kind of thing that anyone can do. It doesn't require any expertise. You don't even have to monetize it, and can use it simply like another creative outlet. All in all, definitely give this side hustle a go, and don't forget to like this video to motivate me to make more of them. Until then, so long. And please subscribe if you're someone who is always searching for interesting ways to make a quick buck. Bonus: how to actually grow your account and make real money. Before we wrap up, let me give you a few bonus tips that'll take your account from meh to money-making machine. 1. Post consistently. This one's a no-brainer, but I can't tell you how many people post once and expect instant fame. Nope. You need to be consistent. Try batching 5 to 10 AI artworks at once and schedule them out using Meta's Creator Studio or apps like Later. 2. Use engaging captions and hashtags. Your art might be beautiful, but if your caption is just AI art, you're doing it wrong. Add a little story or question, like "Would you live in this world?" or "Cyberpunk" or "Steampunk." Pick one. 3. Interact with your audience. The algorithm loves comments and shares, so respond to every comment, ask questions in your stories, maybe even host polls like, "Which art style should I generate next?" 4. Monetization. Beyond custom requests. If you're serious about making cash, look beyond DMs. Here's how. Sell digital wallpaper packs on Gumroad or Etsy. Offer art prints via Printful. Plus, Shopify start a Patreon with behind-the-scenes prompts. Create a simple Notion guide for how to generate viral AI art and sell it. Final thoughts: you've now got the blueprint. From generating ideas to creating the art, animating it, upscaling it, and finally publishing it in a way that actually works. So whether you're doing this for side income, creative expression, or internet fame, just know you're way ahead of 99% of people out there who only scroll and never create. Remember, this stuff is only going to grow, so if you've made it this far into the video, you're already on the right path. Now all that's left is for you to get started. And hey, if this helped even a little bit, drop a like, hit subscribe, and tell me in the comments what niche you're thinking of exploring. I read every single one. Until next time, keep creating, keep experimenting, and never stop learning. Peace out.